It's basically right. They've got a feature that you've probably never seen.
Well, where should I start? At times, smart technology doesn't necessarily make us worry less. Or walk less. Or change the season.
Change to Channel 7.
Or settle our conflicts. Or solve loneliness. Or replace our loved ones. Smart technology doesn't change you. Only you can make a difference in your life. Xiaomi Smart Life.
Xiaomi. Exploration is more than just discovering. It's about expanding. Expanding out to explore new possibilities. Each step providing you with a wider horizon. In 2019, Xiaomi launched a satellite equipped with its latest imaging technology, expanding our imagination for how we view this world. Captured with our 108-megapixel camera, how clear can it be? Every Mi 10 user will have the same answer. Our world has never felt so real. In 2020, Xiaomi technology will serve over 100 million users worldwide. We aim to reshape everyone's perception of technology. Let your imagination come alive.
Vinted makes my life easier by...
Hey, Aaron here from the Mysteries the Boss channel. And you in your intros. Basically, right, Xiaomi's launching some new phones. And with it, basically, right, they've got a feature that you've probably never seen before. Actually, okay guys, wrap it up. We can't actually show you what.
In this world, captured with our 108 megapixel camera, how clear can it be? Every Nintendo user will have the same answer. Our world has never felt so real. In 2020, Xiaomi technology will serve over 100 million users worldwide. We aim to reshape everyone's perception of technology. Let your imagination come alive.
Hey, Aaron here from the Mysteries the Boss channel. And you in your intros talked about this. Basically, right, Xiaomi's launching some new phones. And get on with it! Basically, right, they've got a feature that you've probably never seen before. You can actually... Okay guys, let's wrap it up. We can't actually show you what it is yet. But this video might be a bit of a hint.
Xiaomi are about to have the global launch event of their brand new Mi 10T series of phones, and so I happen to have a
Xiaomi. Exploration is more than just discovering. It's about expanding. Expanding out to explore new possibilities. Each step providing you with a wider horizon. In 2019, Xiaomi launched a satellite equipped with its latest imaging technology, expanding our imagination for how we view this world. Captured with our 108 megapixel camera, how clear can it be? Every Mi 10 user will have the same answer. Our world has never felt so real. In 2020, Xiaomi technology will serve over 100 million users worldwide. We aim to reshape everyone's perception of technology. Let your imagination come alive.
President of International at Xiaomi. Where are you joining us from? Leave us a comment. Xiaomi was founded just 10 years ago. We are a very young company. So it makes it really incredible that we've made it to the Fortune Global 500 list for the second year in a row, rising this year to the 422nd rank. How do we manage to achieve so much in such a short span of time? We believe it is because of our unique mission. We want to relentlessly pursue innovation for everyone and let everyone in the world enjoy a better life through innovative technology. We do this through a combination of two things: amazing products and honest prices. One cannot do without the other. This is a standard that we hold ourselves to and a big part of what sets us apart. This philosophy has been incredibly well received and has made Xiaomi the fourth largest smartphone company, and rising, in the world. Also, we are one of the largest AIoT companies in the world today, with over 271 million non-smartphone devices connected. In terms of smartphone users, we have over 344 million monthly active MIUI users, which is our active smartphone users, as of June this year. We are top 5 in 50 global smartphone markets and amongst the fastest growing in many others. In Europe, we have achieved top 5 in 23 markets. Thank you very much for your support. Speaking of the European market, Xiaomi is now top 3 in Europe for the very first time, and we have the highest growth rate amongst the major players. Earlier this year, we celebrated our 10th anniversary. More than anything, we would like to pledge one thing, and that is that we will always remain a startup at heart. A startup that is in touch with our users and always looking to help them better their lives. We will do this by focusing on investing in and pursuing cutting-edge technology, and by combining this technology into amazing products that will wow our users. For example, we launched Mi 10 Ultra a month or so ago, which has the #1 rated camera by DxOMark and a mind-blowing 120 watts fast charge system. Now, of course, we also wowed the world with the first mass-produced transparent OLED TV. For those of you who have seen it, this is a very sci-fi product. Our technology is amazing, but perhaps even more so is our dedication to honest prices. We will now, and forevermore, hold true to our 2018 pledge, which is that our overall net income margin for hardware will never exceed 5%. If we exceed 5%, we will return anything beyond that to the benefit of our consumers. In the history of our company, we've actually done this a number of times. Looking forward, our journey from 10 to infinity has only just begun. Before we talk about the future, let's quickly recap the past. These are all the flagship phones that Xiaomi has launched over the last 10 years or so. Do you remember the Mi 1? I have one in my pocket today. Mi 1 featured a Snapdragon S3 dual-core processor and a massive 1,930 milliamp battery. Of course, it also had a single 8-megapixel camera. Do you remember this phone? When we launched Mi 1 back in 2011, we were very proud of an Antutu score of roughly 10,000. Now, to be fair, those were amazing specs back in the day. We have come a very long way since then. As a comparison, Mi 10 shattered the 600,000 Antutu score barrier. It is powered by the leading 5G Snapdragon 865 processor and has the world's highest resolution 108 megapixel camera. Launched in March this year, it is one of the very, very best smartphones in the world. In that spirit, we are very excited to introduce a new family of the Mi 10 family to you today. The Mi 10T series. This series will join the Mi 10 as one of the very best flagships for the year. Some reasons people loved Mi 10 was for the 108 megapixel camera, high refresh rate, and much more. We wanted to make sure that we carried forward all of this powerful technology in today's new T series. So without further ado, let's introduce the leading features of the Mi 10T series. First of all, we've built the Mi 10T series to help power your creativity. Now you may ask yourself, what does powerful creativity look like? Here is a video taken by Xiaomi Studios in the late of the night in the Natural History Museum in London with our Mi 10T Pro. Have a look. Elements like this dog and details like the expression on this lady's face. So much to express, so many details, all in one high-quality photo. But sometimes, beyond incredible photo quality, the harder challenge is to express your creativity is to find a way to turn that idea into reality. Mi 10T Pro makes that easy. We give you your creative kit. The Mi 10T Pro includes a lot of easy-to-use tools that help you express your ideas. First, something that I really like, our intelligent long exposure mode. In a normal photo, the camera lens opens for a fraction of a second. Long exposure is basically keeping your camera lens open for longer and blending everything captured during that time into one single photo. Now before, if you wanted to do this, you will have to manually configure your shutter speed and a lot of complicated settings on your camera. We've instead included a simple mode to automatically do this for you. We give you 6 different long exposure modes for 6 different types of photos. Let's have a look. First, light painting. This was shot with something very ordinary, a colored light stick. By turning on Mi 10T Pro's long exposure mode and twirling the light stick around, we've turned something very simple into something extraordinary. Now you can shoot this at the comfort of your home very easily. Or if you get out of town, you could take a normal scene like this and turn it into something exceptional. The ring of light that you see here is actually a drone flying in a circle. Long exposure mode captures the entire trail of the light. And the part I like the most is the reflection in the water. Isn't it cool? Neon trails. This is one of the most common uses for long exposure, and it only takes a few clicks. Just set up your camera overlooking a busy street, set up long exposure, and wait. All the cars passing by will create neon trails like this. Very cool. Long exposure also allows you to focus on what's important by blurring out the background in a cool and unique way. This is done by keeping the subject still while people move on by in the background. Long exposure mode blurs out the movement in the background, as you can see here, to create a photo like this. Next, starry sky. Normally, taking a photo of the Milky Way is actually very complicated. Setting aperture, your shutter speed correctly, takes a lot of trial and error, and it also requires very specific equipment. This is because starlight is very, very dim and not easy to capture on camera. With Mi 10T Pro, just place your camera in a good position, and hit long exposure. Our 108 megapixel camera is able to capture even very dim starlight due to its very large sensor size. So you can take this easily on your Mi 10T Pro. Or you can take starlight and bend them to your will. Star trails take a bit longer to shoot and require you to set up your phone for a few hours as the Earth rotates. The results are stunning though. Using Mi 10T Pro allows you to get this effect much easier than traditional shooting. And it might look even better with water, taking the water movement and creating a unique, silky still. Actually, this is shot by one of our Mi fans in our Shot by Me contest. So thank you very much for the amazing photo, Jaw from Myanmar. With these 6 modes, you'll be able to take light and do whatever you want with it. Long exposure mode eliminates a lot of guesswork in photography and simplifies it for hassle-free, Instagram-friendly shots. Let us show you exactly how easy it is. Cool, right? Mi 10T Pro light painting really powers your creativity. But let's say you are caught out in less ideal conditions, or that you just want to add some options to already great photos. We've added AI Skyscaping 3.0, which evolves an already great feature to include dynamic backgrounds. With this, you can add a variety of different color tones, motion, or even weather and firework effects. And you can do this with any photo in your phone that has a sky in it, even the photos already in your gallery. For example, let's say you take a nice photo, but the sky is a bit gloomy and depressing. Skyscaping 3.0 can analyze the photo, replace the sky, and adjust the colors for a picture-perfect photo. You can even take a great night shot like this and add a touch of weather for some unique personality. Mi 10T Pro can analyze and add this to nearly any photo with a sky through our advanced AI algorithm. Lastly, and I love this, this is a great photo, right? But it's a little bit too simple. So let's add fireworks. The algorithm even adds light flashes to the sides of the building for a more realistic image. This is great for festive occasions. Now that was amazing, right? But let's talk about something else for a minute. Colors. Let's say you want to add a bit more color to your photos. We have added 3 super cool ways to change your color themes with cyberpunk, gold vibes, and black ice photo editing modes. Here, we've got some pretty cool standard photos, but let's color our creativity. Cyberpunk brings us into the futuristic future. Gold Vibes, on the other hand, brings us back to the roaring 20s with a Gatsby-like color palette. And lastly, Black Eyes, superhero movie feel with the click of a button. And let's say you want to multiply your creativity. Before, if you wanted to take a photo like this, it would require a huge amount of work. Of course, unless you are born in a family of quadruplets. You will need a really good camera with very strong stabilization, like a good tripod or very, very steady arms. And then you have to take multiple photos. You have to put them in your computer to edit, all to get one single photo. Which, of course, if you want to share with your friends, you have to transfer from your computer to your phone before you can easily share them. Mi 10T Pro makes this easy with photo clones. Just a few clicks, they go from 1 person to 4. Really, it's very easy. With a few positions and clicks, you can get photos like this. Some days, when I'm working from home, I really wish there were more of me to do everything I wanted to do. Although we don't have the technology to physically clone you, we have the technology to make it look so with photo clones. Now you can look like you're working, eating, relaxing, and taking care of your kid at the same time. This feature can also be used to show off your workout routine or even educate others on how to stay healthy during periods of social distancing. This is great for fitness fans and bloggers alike. But we've gone one step further. We've gone as far as to give you the ability to take your creativity and make it move. So other than photo clones, you can try video clones. This lets you tell some pretty cool stories without leaving your house. Share your workout routine, your music talent, or relax and take care of family life. I'm excited to see what you will do with video clones. Resolution matters. So we've included 8K capabilities in our Mi 10T Pro. For those of you moving to 8K for the first time, 8K is an amazing 16 times more total resolution than 1080p, and even 4 times more than the current industry standard 4K. Here is a video shot in 8K. An incredible amount of detail, right? Now listen for the camera shutter.
2 cases
It's important.
from Norway and 1 from Spain. And we have, in addition to that, 3 cases in the UK and 2 from India. And as to
Every time you heard the camera shutter, we snapped a photo.
What is exactly going on?
Not only can you
And
capture
that's something
8K
that we are
videos
going to
with Mi 10T
investigate
Pro,
and explore
you can tap
further
and capture
in the near
33
future
megapixel
with our,
photos while
advisory
recording
group with
in 8K.
specialists, with hopefully
So you can have great
results from
stills,
studies that will become
even when
available.
recording great
But
videos.
for the moment, it's all speculation. So
But that's not all. As the saying goes,
Thank you very
there are
much.
always 2 sides
So
to
next
every
is
story.
Jenny Strasbourg from Wall Street Journal.
Mi 10T
Jenny,
Pro
please go
allows you to capture more perspectives
thank you.
with 3 new dual video modes. This gives you an ideal way to share special moments from various perspectives with friends and with family.
On those labels as well, and given that Ms. Cook said on Tuesday that you received more reports based on the awareness of these issues and the media around it, can you give us a breakdown of what vaccines you received more reports from? Was it mostly one or the other, or a mix of vaccines? Thank you.
Now, Hertz is the rate your display
Dr. Strauss,
refreshes.
And then Mrs. Cook can
FPS
complement.
is the rate that your content refreshes.
thank you.
Some of you may have
Yeah,
pointed out
it's,
that a lot of content is
what we
actually under
highlighted
144
before, and what was also
FPS.
highlighted is that if you're going to vaccinate
For example,
a very large population
movies
of
typically
people,
run
as we are
at
doing
24
now,
FPS.
You will always encounter certain events
Streaming video
that
at
occur
30
in
or
close
60.
temporal relationship with the vaccine. And we
Gaming at a
know
huge
that
range.
thrombosis and thromboembolisms
and apps at a large range, all the way up to 144.
100,000 people develop
So
blood
content
clots
comes in
every
a
month
variety
in
of
the
frame
European
rates,
Union, for different reasons, for all different reasons.
which leads
So
to the
obviously,
question,
we also have reports coming in
what
for all
happens
the vaccines
if your content
on the different
and your
on
display
these
rates
blood clots and this thrombosis and
don't match?
thromboembolisms. But for now, the reporting
This makes
as
a
is
big
with the case
difference
with
in
the,
output quality.
AstraZeneca vaccine for the
Here on the
general,
left is when the two rates
occurrence
match,
of
and on the
thrombosis
right
and
is when they do not.
is below
We can see that the
what we
video on the
expect,
left is
from,
smoother,
based
less
on the
jarring,
background
and
of
much clearer
these,
to the eye.
Clotting diseases. So at the moment, I cannot.
So
give
what can
you
we do
a
about
very
it?
detailed breakdown.
Xiaomi
but
has
we have
pioneered
looked
a new
into,
display
this
technology
from
to
the
adapt to
thrombosis,
content,
thromboembolic,
matching content
embolic
and display rates. This
At
technology
the
is called
moment, there is no
adaptive sync.
indication that the observed
Let me show you how it
cases
works.
would be higher than the expected cases.
Adaptive sync
So,
is ready for any
like we
content,
highlighted
adapting to
before,
movies,
these cases
TV,
occur always, and they
streams,
also will occur in temporal relationship with the vaccination.
Many thanks, and I'll give also
or
the
anything
floor
else
to
you might do on your
Mrs.
smartphone.
Yeah, thank you very much. And yes, just to continue, just to
And
say
this
that we
really
have
impacts
now
battery
4
performance.
authorized
Actually by a huge
vaccines
amount.
in Europe.
After 6
And
hours
we
of
are
extremely heavy
looking
usage,
at the thrombo
the device without adaptive sync had about 58% battery remaining.
4 of them.
And the
fourth
one with
the,
adaptive sync
Johnson &
had
Johnson vaccine is
66%.
not yet on the market, so
This is a huge
we're
difference.
asking for specific
In fact,
investigations
with
on
some
this,
quick math,
before,
adaptive sync
because we can't
gives you
just
more
tell
than
from
8% battery remaining after 6 hours of heavy
the
use.
reports coming in. We're
That's
also
enough to
in
watch another
close
movie,
contact with
spend a few more
regulators
hours
across the
browsing,
world
or play
who
another
have
few rounds
their
of
own
games.
experience with different vaccines. So
As you can
that,
see here, Mi 10T Pro
one, they
covers
can
a
alert us
wide
as to
range of
any,
refresh rates.
heightened problem. So far, we haven't seen
Compared
that,
to our competitors,
but, with
we offer a
increasing
much
awareness,
wider
we may
ability to
see
adapt to
also an
content.
increase in
The next best option here
reports.
only offers
all
2 different refresh rates.
Many thanks, Mrs. Cook. So the next question comes from
We've
Verena
also
Schmidt
included
from the German news agency
MEMC,
DPA. Verena,
motion
please.
estimation, motion compensation. What this does is that it
Can you hear
compensates
us,
for low
Verena?
frame rate in videos to make it smoother
Can you hear me?
and for better
Yes,
viewing.
now we hear you.
Let me show
Go
you what
ahead.
it looks like.
Super. Thank you. Sorry, that was a technical hiccup.
What MEMC
Yes,
does
Verena
is that it
Schmidt with the
intelligently
German
analyzes
agency,
videos as you watch,
DPA. And my question is just from a
creates
consumer
additional
point of
frames
view,
to give you a
what
smooth,
exactly
clear video better
does
than you
that
would have had
warning,
without.
mean
It's
for
amazing.
people like me who want to get vaccinated? In
We've
the
also
near future?
ensured
And
that the Mi
would you
10T
advise
Pro
anybody who
features
has qualms
advanced
about
eye
this
care.
vaccine to
This is to
refrain
maximize protection for
and
your
wait
eyes,
something else?
even under heavy usage.
Mrs. Cook, you want to
What's
take
really
that one?
important is the software that powers
Yeah.
this.
One of the
We've included
one of the
an
reasons
all-new
that
advanced
we are
sunlight mode,
highlighting
which
the
tweaks your
conclusions
display
from the
settings
safety
for maximum
discussions
visibility
today is
under
so that we
daytime
raise
conditions.
awareness among people who have been
We tried it out next to a
vaccinated
common
or
smartphone,
intend to be vaccinated about things that
and
they
the difference
should
is very
look out
clear.
for just in case they
One
have
of the
any
biggest
problems.
problems is when the light
if
on the
it was
front
me,
and back of your smartphone
I would
is
be
very different.
vaccinated tomorrow.
For example,
I
when
would
it's
want
very
to know
sunny
that if anything happened
behind,
to me after
creating a
vaccination,
backlit
what I should do
condition.
about it, and that's what we're
This is an area where many smartphones struggle. But we've
Thank you very
engineered
much.
the
The
Mi
next question
10T
comes
Pro
from
to be
Bruno
visible
Waterfield from
in
The
almost
Times.
any lighting.
Bruno?
This is
Go ahead.
achieved through both display hardware
Hope you can,
and software
hear me. Thanks for
optimization.
taking, my question.
Mi 10T Pro has adopted an advanced 360-degree light
There have been
sensor.
a number of cases.
This intelligently
in the
detects light
United,
from both the front
States,
and the rear to analyze your
of
current
a
conditions.
condition called immune
Now we've hidden the
thrombocytopenia,
sensors here
ITP.
and here
Obviously
in the
United
camera module
States, there
and
are
underneath the
different vaccines that
display,
have been
so they
authorized,
longer periods.
Pfizer, and Moderna. I just wondered whether you had
With all
looked
these
at,
combined, Mi 10T Pro
cases,
offers a
whether
truly
you could,
thoughtful eye
comment
care
on them
experience.
as an avenue of investigation.
Of course,
it would seem,
our display has
to
phenomenal
suggest
colors as
it was
well,
a broader
beyond
problem than
anything
just,
offered by many
AstraZeneca,
phones
which
today.
linked into what Peter was, or someone was saying about.
Mi 10T Pro offers
looking at all the
extremely
authorized
accurate
vaccines,
colors,
I think it
and
was,
tested against the competition,
EMA, but
you can
if
see
could
we're
tell us
really
a
quite
bit
far
more
ahead.
about those wider investigations.
For those who don't know,
just uniquely
delta E and JNCD indicate how different the display color is from reality.
Thanks a lot,
The
Bruno.
lower the
Dr.
numbers,
Strauss, please.
the better.
Thank you very
By
much
the way,
for that question. That's a
a
highly
JNCD
relevant
score
point.
of 1
And,
is the industry standard for real-life colors. And you can see here that the Mi 10T Pro is much better than that, at
which is
0.39.
for all three vaccines and which concerns ITP.
So,
the
to sum up,
investigations have started
Mi
there
10T
for
Pro
all three
features
vaccines,
a
and we will
144
come
Hz
back to
adaptive
that
sync
as soon
display
as possible, as
with
soon
all
as we
day
have
eye care,
concluded that.
true to life
That's
colors, and MEMC.
Ongoing at the moment. And
Next to another very popular
does that answer
device,
your question?
it is clear that the Mi 10T Pro is way ahead when it comes to display
Yes, I
specs.
think it did. So let's go
Higher
to the next
refresh rate,
colleague.
pixel density,
I give the floor
contrast,
to Romeo
and
Levy
brightness.
from the Irish Times.
And very importantly for me, more accurate colors. We've included P3 color gamut, which is the industry standard for color range today.
These events could be more common.
So I can confidently say that this is one of the very, very best displays on the market this year.
Dr. Strauss, please.
Thank you very much. That's a
Next.
very relevant question. And
Speed
we
to
are aware
power
of
your creativity.
cases described in the literature where
We chose
young people who had asymptomatic
the leading
COVID
Qualcomm
later
Snapdragon
on developed
865 to
traumatic
power your
events and
phone.
thromboembolic events.
Why?
However,
For many reasons,
in these cases,
like
as
flagship
far as they
5G,
were available,
raw power,
we looked at the PCR
but also very importantly,
to test for COVID, so they didn't have an
the Spectra
active,
480.
infection, but it's still very
This leading
possible
ISP,
that it might be something
or image
from a
signal
post-COVID
processor,
period.
think
And
about it
that's,
as a chipset,
another thing that we
specifically
will,
for your camera.
investigate and explore further in the near
This
future.
helps to optimize the camera experience
Thank you very much.
while
The next
offering
question is
support
from Laila
for the
Liverpool
massive
from the New
108
Scientist.
megapixel sensor.
Laila, please go ahead.
Of course, Snapdragon 865 is also an industry-leading 5G processor, meaning you can connect faster than ever before. To back this up, we've included more 5G bands than ever before.
Strauss, please.
Now, testing these and ensuring compatibility with network providers is an area of key investment for us.
We know that in
So the Mi
general,
10T
because
Pro
we shouldn't
is
forget
more
that the
widely 5G
CVST
compatible
occurs
than
also
ever before.
At a certain level of in the background anyway.
We've
And
also
there, one
added
of the risk factors that
multi-assistant
is
support
highlighted
for the
the
two leading voice
disease or the
assistants
syndrome
globally.
as such is
So you
indeed
can conveniently
all
ask for
contraceptives.
directions
So that's also
or
one of
control
the
your
things
smart
that
home
we
devices
will be,
with just your voice.
further investigating in the near future.
Backing all this
Many
up
thanks. So the
is one
next
of the
question
biggest
comes from
batteries
Donato Mancini
ever
from the
in the
Financial
Xiaomi
Times.
flagship.
Donato, please go ahead.
5,000 milliamps.
Yes, we can hear you.
In fact, 5,000 milliamps is the biggest battery across all major 2020 flagship phones in the market.
Can you confirm the same has happened for the more serious
This translates to some amazing usage figures. Most impressively, 20 hours of video. With normal usage,
Thank
it should
you
last
very
you 2
much.
days on a single
Podcast,
charge.
Received advice from the
Not only is this a big
Working Party
battery,
that has looked
we are
very
also
carefully
using an
into this,
advanced battery
issue,
technology
and there is
called
no
middle tab,
batch-related issue. The batch
or
there's no
MMT
issue with
for short.
batch quality at all.
This
So
increases
the,
charging speed and lifespan.
possible link is
How
is
does it
not
work?
there. Also not for
On
these
top,
very special cases.
This
Thank
is
you
how
very
a
much.
normal
The next
battery
question
without
comes from
MMT
Antje
works.
Höning from Rheinische
It charges
Post.
from one
Antje?
end to the other, which means that as you
Thank
get
you.
to the
I have
very
two
end,
questions.
electricity has to
Can you
travel
say
further
something
to
about
fill the end of the
risk
battery.
for a young woman who are smoking?
Now, with
There was a
MMT,
debate in Germany.
you have electric currents
The
charging in two
question is,
directions at the same
do you
time.
think that it was
So it's more
right that
efficient
so many
and
countries
faster
have
by
stopped,
traveling along a
the
shorter path.
vaccination?
Okay,
Comparing the
first
two,
question
it
to
is
Dr.
clear
Strauss,
that
and then I hand
MMT
over
helps
to
you
Mrs.
fill up faster. 17%
Thank
faster,
you.
in fact.
Yes, smoking is of course a well-known
To make
risk
this even
factor
better,
for thrombosis
we are
anyway.
offering 33
I'm not
watts
sure
fast
yet
charge.
That it's a real risk factor for
We are
this
also
very specific
including a
cases,
33
but it's
watts
something we are
inbox
also
charger,
looking into.
something that our competitors
Mrs.
cut
Cook,
corners
can you
on.
answer the
But we
second
don't do that.
question?
This,
So
together
I
with
think it's very
MMT,
important
can
to
juice up a
highlight
massive
that,
battery in about 1 hour.
Makes a decision about vaccination, they do that with the full knowledge.
So the Mi
of their
10T Pro
population,
really
of
has
what's
everything you
available
need
and what
to
the particular
power
risk
your
factors
creativity
to their population
with leading
are.
speed,
What our job is
connectivity,
to look at the
and battery.
vaccine and to see whether it's safe, quality,
Now,
and
but for
effective,
some users,
and whether the benefit
they are
outweighs the
hungry
risk,
for even
and
more
that's
power.
what we have done.
To fulfill that, we have
cannot,
another product to share with you
comment
today.
on the individual
Almost
decisions
all
and
current
needs.
chargers today use silicon charging.
Many thanks, Mrs. Cook.
Silicon,
So now we
while
have
reliable,
Gretchen Vogel from
has
the
some
Science
limitations.
Magazine.
It is
Gretchen, go
bulky
ahead, please.
and requires a lot of space. So we have an alternative for you.
Hello. Two questions, if I may. Just a quick question about
A while back, we invested in a new material, gallium nitride, or GaN
Can you
for
speak
short.
up a bit? We don't really understand
Compared
you.
to silicon,
Can you speak up
gallium
a bit?
nitride features a 30% improvement
Thank
in
you.
power density, which is the total power output by volume. This is a superior new material. So with it, we can create a charger that is more compact, lighter, and more efficient.
Sorry, you're still
This
breaking
product
up.
is a new
Perhaps
GaN
you
charger
ask
that
your
can
question
achieve
in the
a
chat
massive
box,
65
then read
watts
it, because
charging
you're breaking
experience.
off. We can't really understand it.
What this
Yeah,
means
thank you very much.
is that you can
Thank
charge your laptops,
I will do that.
phones,
Thank you.
game consoles,
So I give the floor
and even
now
more,
to Kate
very,
Powling from
very
Good Morning
quickly.
Britain. Kate, please.
But more importantly, even with this charging speed, it is half the size of comparable traditional chargers. In fact, it is probably one of the smallest 65-watt chargers in the world.
Caused a lot of worry among the 11 million who
Our
have
Mi
been vaccinated.
65-watt fast charger with GaN technology.
Mrs. Cook, can
This
you
is
take
going to
that
be
question,
available
please?
at just 29.99
I think
euros.
it's very, very important that
Super
the
powerful, super compact.
national authorities
Would you like one?
have the right scientific basis on which to make their decisions.
Lastly,
but they make
let's talk
their
about design.
decisions in the context of the
First up,
knowledge of their
my
population
personal favorite,
on what vaccines
Lunar
they
Silver.
have available, on what specific
This
risks
color features
they
an
have
anti-reflective
identified and
matte
what their
finish,
vaccination
which also
campaigns
doesn't
have
pick up
been.
fingerprints very easily.
Our job is to ensure that we
Mi 10T
provide the
Pro
right
will also be
evidence on the
available in a
vaccine
super minimalistic
so that
cosmic
countries
black
can make an informed decision.
and the stylish
very much.
Aurora Blue.
So now we have Thomas Migliarino
This color
from
style
Switzerland.
is reflective
Thomas,
and
please.
uses unique gradient processing that is actually very tricky to produce.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Cook. Is there any
To protect it,
discussion among the
we have not
experts
two,
as to
but three
whether we
pieces
can
of Corning
harmonize the
Gorilla Glass
application of
5,
the
covering
precautionary
even
principle?
the camera
Because
glass.
This might not be the first
Beautiful and tough.
situation we are in. Is that even
We've
possible
integrated
to
the
harmonize
fingerprint
application
sensor
of the
into the
precautionary
side of the
principle?
device.
Thank you very much.
So it's comfy and easy to
Mrs. Cook,
use.
please. Yeah, I think.
This is super useful
I think
in
there's
a lot of
things
circumstances.
that
Like when
we
you take
need
it
to
out
do
of
to
your
make
pocket,
sure that everybody has
unlock
the
it in a
same
car mount,
information about the
or
benefits
even,
and
when you
risks.
just pick it off the
And,
table.
We tend to look
Did I mention that this
from the
unlocks really,
regulatory
really quickly?
perspective because
It
we
is
are
also super
medicines
secure,
regulators. We work
so you
very
can have peace of
closely
mind.
with medicines regulators in Europe. Who are
We've
part of
also
our
included
network. We
3D
also work with
recording.
medicines regulators
We put in
across
two
the world.
microphones so that
But
your
we're
Mi
not the
10T Pro
only
can
actor
detect
in
which
the
side audio is
supply
coming
of,
from and record
in the rollout of
stereo
vaccines.
audio.
And,
If you hate wearing
we
glasses,
need
This
to
is
work
perfect
don't skip
because
this
Mi
video.
10T Pro
Having
Having to
also
wear
allows
glasses
you
or
to play
contacts
3D
day in
audio
and day out
using the
can be
dual
extremely
speakers.
frustrating.
This is absolutely necessary for people like me who use their phones a lot to view and create content.
Many thanks. We try again, Joe Barnes from
And we've
XP.
extended the
Hear your
creative
question,
experience
or we
to
don't hear
feel
you
as well
speak, actually.
with an advanced
Does it work now,
X-axis
Joe? Can
linear
you try?
model. This gives our flagship a sophisticated feel when typing and using your phone.
Just very quickly, on the information and the evidence you have based today,
2020 has been an especially challenging year for us. Over the last few months, many of us have been thinking more and more about health and hygiene.
You mentioned,
So I would like to ask you a really uncomfortable question. Did you know that a typical phone has 10 times more bacteria than a toilet seat?
Mrs. Cook, do you want to respond to that question?
Now, how many of you just reached out for an alcohol wipe to clean your
I think
phone?
we just have to continually
It's true.
remind ourselves
On
of
average,
what
Phones
What a
carry
difficult
much more
situation
bacteria
we're in.
than
This
almost
pandemic
everything
is
else we touch
causing
on a daily
lives.
basis.
We have vaccines that are safe and effective.
To help
that can
combat
help
this,
prevent death and
Mi 10T Pro
hospitalization.
comes with
We need to use
antibacterial
those
accessories
vaccines
included.
within the environment.
We use a
that
special
have.
material for
Thank
this,
you.
silver ions.
Okay,
That's
many thanks,
AG+.
Mrs. Cook. I now have a follow-up
This
question
binds
from
with,
Rachel Vogel. She
prevents
is
the
from
replication
German
of,
Press
and
Agency.
destroys bacteria.
So she wants to clarify.
It has
the
also
numbers
been
from
tested by
Norway,
TÜVSAG
Strauss.
as
Earlier you
effective
said
in
there
removing
were
over
two, but Norwegian officials
99%
have
of bacteria.
mentioned 4. Were 2 of those the DIC cases?
Now,
you
I recently
mentioned?
learned that the unit of bacteria is called
Thank you
a
very much for the
CFU,
follow-up question.
a
Yeah, the
colony-forming
numbers are
unit.
challenging, I think.
24 hours after applying 20,000 CFU of bacteria, a typical phone case was covered in more than 6 million CFU of bacteria. Bacteria multiplies really quickly. Now, in the same experiment, 24 hours after applying 20,000 CFU of bacteria on our Mi 10T Pro silver ion antibacterial case, it had less than a single unit of CFU. 6 million versus 1.
Difference between the numbers that are being used.
Now let's take a look at how this works in action. I'll warn you, if you're squeamish, look
all
away.
Cases that were reported and brought to our attention in the different member states.
On the front, we've also pre-installed an antibacterial screen protector. This saves you from purchasing and installing one yourself. With this and the antibacterial case, you can rest easy that your phone will be cleaner than ever before. This year has made us more aware of health, but it should not take our attention away from a longer-term problem: sustainability. At Xiaomi, we feature stereo audio capabilities and include antibacterial accessories.
As Shou said, this is about 5G. 5G is starting to reach more and more people around the world. For people like myself, this offers a wide variety of benefits: faster browsing, higher quality content, but perhaps most important,
SVP and GM of the mobile business at Qualcomm Technologies. Today, we would like to congratulate Xiaomi on the announcement of their new Mi 10T Lite, the first smartphone announced using our Qualcomm Snapdragon 750G 5G mobile platform. The Xiaomi Mi 10T Lite, powered by the Snapdragon 750G, offers truly global 5G, brilliant HDR gaming, and amazing on-device AI and camera capability.
With a few positions and clicks, you can get photos like this.